Hello and welcome back to our channel, Quartioli Cooking Family, where we try to make easy, delicious cooking for all ages. Today we will show you how to make banana pancakes. So let's start right now. First, you want to grab your flour and place it in the bowl. You want to then grab your baking powder, your salt, and add it all to your mix. Then you also want to add your, that was sugar. You want to add your salt as well. Okay. Then you just grab a spoon and start mixing all of your dry ingredients together. Just like that, so that it's very well combined. Then try and make a well in the center so that you can crack your egg right in the center. There we go. There is my little well. Then you grab your egg and you crack it and plop it in. Okay, start folding your mixture and adding your egg, mixing it all in, and then slowly add your milk, just a little bit at a time, and then keep stirring and add a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Mix it a little bit until it gets a little bit chunky like that. Then add your vegetable oil. There we go. Once you have added your vegetable oil, just keep mixing until it gets nice and liquid. Okay, so my mix is like this. You want to just set that aside for a minute. Grab your banana, because this is a banana pancake. Here I have one big banana, but you can have two slightly smaller ones. And then you want to squish them with a fork or anything that's sharp enough to break the banana. Okay, I always like to cut it into little bits because it's easier to cut it that way. There we go. And just start squishing it. You want it to be really nice and liquid so that it adds a little bit of liquid to your mix, because your mix will be a little bit dry. Okay. For these pancakes, it is best to add ripe bananas, because it will be harder if they're not ripe. If they're not ripe, don't worry too much about it, but it will be a little bit harder to squish to the point where it becomes liquid. Okay, there we go. So it's coming along now. Almost done. So that looks good. Now I'm going to grab my mix back and just add it to the mix. Okay. And then just incorporate it into the mix. It will make your mix a little bit runnier, which is perfect because you don't want it to be too runny, but you also don't want it to be too stiff. Now to add a little bit of flavor, I'm going to add a little bit of honey, and this just adds a little bit of taste and flavor to your mix. So you want about a teaspoon, not too much, just a little bit, just about that much. Okay, so you just put it in and honey and banana are amazing together, so it will taste great. There we go. And then we just keep mixing it and incorporating it into the mix. There we go. And your mix should look like this. Not too liquid, but not too stiff as well. So once everything has been really well incorporated, put it aside and go heat up your pan. So we'll see you there. Okay, so now that our batter is ready, we want to put a pan. It doesn't have to be a special pan, it can be any pan you choose, on medium-low heat so that our pancakes do not heat too much. And then you want to grab, it can be a little spoon or anything. Here I'm using this. You grab a little bit of butter and you just want to evenly spread it all over the pan, just so that your pancakes do not stick too much. Okay, once your pan is ready and it is hot enough, you can use a spoon or you can use an ice cream scoop. You can use anything. I prefer to use a spoon. So I'm going to take a spoonful and put it on my pan and just spread it evenly. You can make it any size or any shape, as long as it's not too big so that you can later on flip it. Then you want to grab a spatula of any type, and once you see a few little bubbles forming on your pancake, you want to flip it. I always like to check. Okay, so you can see that this one's almost ready. This one over here. The biggest thing with pancakes is that the first pancake always takes the longest, and then the rest of the pancakes, if you're not quick enough, will burn. So you need to be very careful with your pancakes. Okay, I'm pretty sure my first one is ready. There we go. So it's really nice and brown on top. My second one is almost ready. Since there is banana in the pancakes, the mix is a little bit more dense, so there might not be any bubbles, so you have to always check yourself. Okay, there we go. The second pancake is ready. And then you just do the same with each pancake. So with this first one, you can see that it's a little bit fluffy, and that's because it's got some air bubbles. So I just gently press it. There we go, and then you just let it cook. So you can see around this one, you can see that there are little bubbles all around, so that probably means that they're ready. And there we go. Again, since these pancakes are a bit more dense because they've got banana in them, they take a little bit longer to cook all the way through. So even if you see that they look really cooked, if they looked cooked on the top or on the bottom, just leave them for a little bit longer because the middle might still be chewy. So just keep on checking on them and press them a little bit and just keep checking. So over here I have my cooling rack where I'm going to put all of my pancakes that are ready to cool down. You do not have to have a cooling rack. You can use just a normal plate, or you can use really anything that you have available. So my first pancake looks ready to go. So I'm going to put it on my cooling rack. And I'm going to check on my second pancake. That one looks almost ready to go as well. Okay, I'm going to put my second pancake on the cooling rack. And my third pancake might take just a few extra seconds. So while I wait, I am going to keep going and add some extra batter and do some more. So again, I'm going to take about a spoonful and just put them nice apart and apart because you do not want them to stick together while they cook. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to take my third pancake and put it off to the side. Now this one looks like it is already cooking. So let's have a look. Okay. Since these are the second batch of And there we go. Your last pancakes are now ready. That was the simplest, most delicious idea for any snack, breakfast, or dessert of any kind, so give it a go. Bye!